Well. Oh yeah, turn
Sorry,
that
let me sign
because
up
I
for
already
this.
know.
My bad.
Just when made it Instagram official, you're about to really get lit up on your phone.
The pressure's on now. We actually can't break up in 2 weeks.
I think after all of these years, I just always give it a breather because I never know. That's
me,
why,
right?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
you.
I know everyone. That's how everybody is. I was moving to Florida up until a week ago.
Do you think you'll still move to Florida?
No, I'm not.
Ever.
Oh, maybe in a couple years.
You really like it there.
Yeah, I like the tax benefits of it. I think that sounds really good. I didn't actually. So when Kiki was in school here in public school, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm paying a lot in taxes, but my daughter's going to public school and getting a free education. Is it the best education? No, but that's whatever.
Right.
But it's good,
Yeah.
it's good and it's safe and she's learning and she's got great friends and we're happy. But now it's like I'm paying for her to be in school too. So, but anyway, like, look, it's a fantasy. Can I ever live somewhere other than New York City?
No, because you've
Probably
been
not.
fucking around with my emotions for 12 years.
Saying I'm moving to
every
LA.
time you come to LA, you're
I
like,
know.
but I don't think LA. Here's the thing. I was walking this morning in New York. Just like, I love it. I always wake up early. I always just walk. I don't have a destination. I just go.
Where were you walking? I love that.
I went to go get coffee and I actually ran into Sarah Paulson. I'm having like
what?
A+ lesbian week.
Wait, that's epic. She's the best.
I know. I was walking through Washington Square Park. This dude was kind of following me, being like, hey, can I Venmo you and you give me $5 in cash? And I'm like, nobody has cash anymore, sir. We are a cashless society.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, I'm pretty sure you don't have Venmo, but that's fine, whatever. And as I was saying that, this woman sort of overheard and started to laugh, and she had 3 chihuahuas, which you and I are chihuahua moms.
We are.
And once you have a chihuahua, like if you get it and what they're like for real, some people are annoyed by them. I love them. They're Velcro. My baby,
Oh, they just
the same
spit
as
on
yours.
me.
Yeah, just they want. It's great.
They're the best.
For people that are anxiously attached, like myself, it's wonderful. And so her dogs were going apeshit, and she had 3.
Oh my God.
And
what a stroll. No, they were walking.
No, they were like walking. So she was kind of had them like this in every which way. And it was like 8:30 in the morning or something. And I looked over and I was like, oh, I miss my dog. And it was fucking Sarah Paulson. And this is coming off the heels of me becoming besties with Kate Menning and Leisha Haley, Alice and Shane from the L Word.
Wow.
So it is my time. Finally.
It really is.
It's my time. And I was like, oh, and the thing with celebrities is, especially in New York, you can't acknowledge that they're a celebrity.
No.
Treat them mean, keep them keen. You gotta not.
You're a power lesbian right now.
I am.
You've arrived.
Finally, after all this time. So
I think I could be one too, but I know once.
Oh boy,
I know. I always say
it's
that
on my
too.
It's on my question.
But I know. But listen. But I know that once I go and be with a woman for real, I'll never turn. Like it's like I almost like I'm gonna. Like I'm gonna become fully a lesbian, and I'm just not ready for that.
But this is all fine. I actually think that makes the most sense.
I like the toxicity with men.
You really do.
I really do.
But you know what? All you need to do is go for like a soft butch les.
I know.
And top from the bottom, and you're straight.
Yeah,
well, you're not straight, but you're good.
Yeah.
Because they're toxic. Butch lesbians are all types of toxic.
I would love that.
Yeah, what about like a soft out? Well, there's a lot of Ashlyn Harris is single. There's a lot of
now I made my relationship Instagram official, so I have to stay with him for a while.
Fair enough.
But I also think if I wanted to date a girl, he might be like he wouldn't like love me dating someone else. But if I said he's very open-minded, so I feel like if I was like, look, I need to like explore this, he would be like, all right.
But then you're not like all in.
No, I know. I know. Well, that's true.
And
I love dick though.
I know. I've heard you say this frequently on the Leah McSweeney show, and to me,
look, I've given up drugs, alcohol. What is there left?
I mean,
coffee and penis
and shopping.
And shopping, right?
Well, I just think. Listen,
I hate shopping, by the way.
You do?
I do.
If I looked like you and had your body, I would walk naked in the streets, which you sort of do.
I kind of do that.
And I would shop all the live long day.
Thank you for saying that, but I just really dislike shopping, and I'm like, I don't know what to get. Someone help me. Like, I always need help. I hit up Diana, I hit up Alejandra. I'm like, help me. Can you just send me your Revolve or like Intermix cart, or like send me like what you like on Forward or something, because I don't know what to get.
Yeah, but you and I both love vintage, and I feel like then you have your homie who helps you with all the vintage.
But I also don't, like, I spend a lot of money, but I don't spend a lot of money on clothing and stuff. For whatever reason, it's hard for me to bring myself to do that.
I don't spend a lot. Well, yes, I do. That's a massive lie. I just really, really lied. But I have one store in Los Angeles, and it's like a personal shopping experience. It's called J Wolf. It's right next to Chiconi's. Don't go.
Okay.
Because like these pants, Japan, like all her shit is real wild and different. And she knows me now, and she'll be like, cool, Liz, I pulled X, Y, and Z, and then I spent $5,000. And I'm like,
I just went through my closet. I'm selling a lot of stuff, but I did notice that the things that are like, I have things that are 15 years old.
Oh, yeah.
That I've spent that are very expensive. But it's like, when you do spend a lot of money, that thing will last for so long, which is great.
Yeah. I mean, you also have a lot of like really nice bags. You have a lot of Chanel bags.
I have two.
I have one.
Actually, I have three.
What, the big pink one?
I have the pink one. I have a cream colored one, and
I remember
have a black
the cream
one. Yeah, the cream I'm selling, I think, even though Kier doesn't want me to.
You shouldn't sell that bag.
I haven't worn it in 4 years.
I wouldn't sell that.
Okay.
I would sell the shit you don't. I just sold a ton of stuff, and whatever, and nobody prices anything well. It's all very annoying.
I mean, that's true. I have to see what these people are going to come back with, what they want to sell it for. Because I also have a vintage Chanel skirt blazer suit that I maybe wore once, that I'm pretty sure I could sell for like $5,000 right now. And I might.
Okay, fine.
You know?
Do you think Kier will wear it?
She'll never wear it. I think I'm going to do a photo shoot in it, and then I'm going to hit up, what's that?
What goes around comes around?
Exactly. I'm going to hit them up. Exactly.
I know it all. Exactly. You know I know.
Because they're the ones that would be able to, like, know exactly.
Is it tweed?
It's wool.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. And it's from, like, 94 or something. It's from, like...
sell it.
It's sick.
I would do a shoot in it and then sell it.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, let's talk about something more interesting than clothing.
Really? I think it's kind of interesting. Well, it does give me a good segue into what it's like having a teenager right now.
Okay. This weekend, so she has a lot of closets in her room. Like, she's lucky.
Yeah, I have like none.
She's been hiding her hoarding, thrifting addiction. Finally, I went through all of her stuff. She has 50 pairs of True Religion jeans that she's bought, that she's never worn, that she can't wear because she doesn't like them. So now
nobody liked True Religion.
Well, no,
I had many pairs and I hated them when I wore them, when they were quite fashionable.
Right,
early on.
No, it's insane. Like, has an addiction to shopping. It's really, and she's not buying, like, you know, they're thrifted. I don't know how much she spent. I should probably keep better track of that. I have 15 garbage bags of clothing from her closets now that I have to figure out where to donate. Some of it I need to sell. I mean, but I don't think it's gonna be, I'm gonna get much money for it. But
you won't. I mean, it depends though.
We were screaming at each other.
What else do you guys fight about right now?
I mean, that was really, like, I was very upset about it because I felt like it was really, like, irresponsible of her to, like, buy this much stuff and just have it sitting in her closets and, like, wasting expensive space that I pay for. And I think we fight over, you know, she's a good kid and I'm not really strict.
You were never strict.
Yeah. And so we don't fight a lot. She's like a hormonal teenager, so she's just like a bitch sometimes. For like
a sophomore or a junior?
She's a junior.
Dude, how is that possible?
I know.
I just remember her just being so little.
I know.
And she's just not 16. How is she taller than you?
No.
Okay.
I don't think she's going to be. She's not happy about that. But I don't think she's growing too much more.
How tall? She's like 5'5".
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
I would love to be 5'5". Is Rob strict?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay.
Stricter than me.
Than you.
Yeah, because I'm like, I want you to love me. And
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm like, please, that's not I'm not saying that's the best way to parent, but sometimes I have to, she thinks she knows everything, obviously, because she's 16. So sometimes I have to just feel like she doesn't understand the back and forth of my relationship that I'm in. She's like, you broke up with him and said you were never going to talk to him again. I'm like, when people are in love and they're feeling lots of feelings, they say things they don't mean sometimes. And like, you will understand one day when you're in love, and like, it's very like complicated, and it's like not just so like binary. Like,
I mean, yeah, I've never broken up and gotten back together as much as you have in my whole life, but
I know, honestly, me neither.
With him specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are back and forth, but he's very sweet. I really liked meeting him. I will say that.
He is sweet. Like, and also I'm like, Kier, like, you've heard me, and yes, we live, she lives with me full time. So like she knows a lot of things maybe she shouldn't. Or like I've talked to her about, I'm like, I'm fucking pissed. I'm never going to talk to him again. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then I'm like, okay, well, I've thought about it for the last 2 weeks since I haven't been talking to him, and I've seen my part in this. And like, I'm not like an innocent like person all the time in these arguments we have. Like, I have like crazy reactions. I like slap the shit out of him. Like during our last fight, that was really bad.
Yeah, for sure. And at least you're bringing her in. I mean, I think
she doesn't know that I didn't. It wasn't like that. Like hard.
It was like you were mad at him. Blah, blah, blah. I also, it's emotional. I think talking to what I hate is when people talk to me when I was a teenager like I didn't know shit.
Right.
So at least you're talking to her as if.
Yeah, like she hasn't been like in love before. She hasn't had a boyfriend. Like she hasn't like, like felt all those. And also I'm mad emotional. Like,
yeah.
And she knows that, she knows that I have mood swings and shit. Obviously we live together, not that I have them with her, but like she knows that I just have them in general. And she also,
most women have, we go through moods, and I feel like the biggest problem is that when we're feeling any type of feeling, we're called moody or emotional.
Look, I'm calling
or we like make an excuse like I'm PMSing. Though I will say I was PMSing several weeks ago, and I was like, damn, I'm really acting off the Richter. Like really about to like murder, kill everyone.
It's crazy.
I'm like, damn.
But I will say, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe it is. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of like emotionally like dysregulated. Like, I think it's getting better, but I think that like I have more intense emotions than the average person.
And I would also say from a distance, even though I don't see you all the time, I will say you're like regulating better.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That. No, it's true.
Yeah,
it's hard. I mean, half of my entire therapy, if not 3/4 of it, is how to regulate myself emotionally, because it's really difficult, especially if you have any type of depression or whatever. I'm always trying to like figure out, okay, I need to go breathe, or I need to drink water, or this is what I need to do.
And I've also had to like regulate my emotions and keep a lot of things in with like certain areas of my life recently, or like the last few years, so that I feel like I've taken things out on him and been like really reactionary with him, because I couldn't be reactionary with things that I actually had the like justification to react with, but I've been like, so I don't know if
you've
that makes
been
any sense, but.
No, it does make sense. I mean, listen, you have been, ever since I've known you, and obviously well before that, a public figure. Right. And I think that you are more open, honest, and I hate the word authentic because it's not authentic. I know, I'm so
over it.
It's not like a real word.
I know.
It's like that in gaslighting. I'm like,
oh my God, and narcissist. Like, I just can't.
I'm like,
we're using them too much.
And not in the right context at all. However, I think this is in the right context of being authentic and, talking about what it was like to be a woman in fashion and streetwear early on and really be the only one like all of these things. You've been very open and honest with people, and
thanks, Liz.
You're welcome. But I think now it's tough because of social media and the way that it's evolved. We expect everyone to give us everything.
I'm so much more like reserved.
Yeah, you are.
On social media than I used to be, because I'm just like, not everything is for everybody. Like, not everyone needs to like know every single thought. Like, I'm not going to be, and I just like don't feel like entertaining people sometimes, or I don't feel like like, I don't feel the need to I wanna live life in real life. Like, I don't like, I used to go on rants all the time, like, constantly on my Instagram stories. This is, like, years ago, you know? I haven't done that in a long time. I'm just, like, not about it. It's just not it doesn't fulfill me. It doesn't feel good. I'd rather have, like, it's also, like, social media shrinks everything down into, like, this really, like, small, vapid tunnel of, like, how we communicate with people, right?
100%.
And I just don't wanna, like, contribute to it. Like, of course, I wanna use it to stand up for things that I think are important or, you know, whatever I wanna use it for, but some people are just, like, use it in an unhealthy way. I'm trying not to. I mean, it's an unhealthy thing,
It's very unhealthy. I
but it's
also
here to
feel
stay.
like people have this I'm struggling even with this show. Like people want more and more and more content. It's like they cannot satiate
Oh my god.
that need enough. And then when I see other folks in the kind of podcast or whatever space that are just constantly on their phone 24, I'm like, do
Dude,
you have
same.
like what's up, dude? Or like at dinner, I'm like,
Oh
get
my god,
off your
I know.
phone.
I
Like
don't yeah,
I'm in the same boat.
yeah, I'm like, I'm not about it. Like, I don't care if I could be making more money or getting more sponsorship deals or whatever. My life is like my time, like my conversations with people are more important than that.
It's just a bad it's like it almost some people are getting into this, like, area of very much feeling like stands. Like,
Right.
it's a little it's
Yeah.
not for me. Like,
Yeah.
I love to talk shit about celebrities because they're monsters, even though now I've sort of, like, helped now join the like, queer political space, which is, by the way, politicians are actual monsters, so
Yeah, they really
here we
are.
are, like, the life decisions I'm making, but I don't know. I don't need to really comment on every single thing that's happening in
Exactly.
Hollywood,
Oh my god, right.
especially because I feel like you and I like we know a lot of people in it
Yeah.
personally, so then I don't really feel comfortable. I mean, Jada Pinkett Smith could not be more annoying in general, so I'm happy to talk about that at any time and she needs to stop talking about Tupac because we all know I love Tupac so much and I'm like, wow, you have really really milked this high school relationship to the end of time. But
Yeah.
other than that, I'm sort of
So
like,
I'm not all up on I've like just read and I've seen a few things. I know she's like on a book tour, but my thing, and I've just like seen that like her and Will Smith haven't been together in years.
no,
So
which
they've been,
everybody knew.
oh, well, I didn't know that. I'm like, so you guys have been lying to us? I thought she had that red table talk thing where she's supposed to be so,
Yeah,
and like, what? Like, I'm like, kind of like, damn.
it's a bunch of bullshittery.
Yeah. And I thought that was such a cool thing with like her mom. And I thought she was having really cool guests. And I love that she was like, you know, doing this like independent like talk show. I thought that was like really cool. Not that I really watched it that much, but
Yeah,
like
because
I
it
would
was on
just see
Facebook, which means none of
Facebook.
us watched it.
Right, exactly. But I was like, that's kind of dope. Like, I like that. You know, I'm like, I don't know. I was like, this is dope. She's with her mom. They're
Yeah.
talking about really serious things, and I'm into this. But now I'm like, damn, you were lying about your relationship this whole time. Like, you're just using this to celebrate. Whatever. Let her do what she wants. I mean, you
Those
know,
two have a real knack for taking advantage of other people's moments in time, whether it's like, oh, I don't know, a horrible fucked up like war or
yeah.
like somebody getting
But
an
also, she
Oscar.
probably didn't. I mean,
I know with the book.
plan to
Yeah.
have the book. This is a pretty, it's a really weird time to have a book coming out right now. Like,
Fair
yeah.
enough. Fair enough. Well, and speaking of books, I joined you in your LA book tour.
My God, that was like the worst time of my life.
Yeah, you were stressed.
That was one of the worst times of my life.
Bunny was there.
I had to have my mom come with me. When I was on the plane going to LA, I was like, there was a lot of turbulence. And I was like, if this crashes, at least I'm not going to feel like this anymore.
I hate to hear that. Yeah, that was stressful.
Because I had just gotten out of a hospital.
Yep.
No one knew that. I didn't feel I had a book that like I had wanted that I was supposed to celebrate and I didn't feel like celebrating it because I had just gone through this thing. And I felt like I was a fraud because I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to see people. I didn't want to travel. I wanted to like get my shit together. And I was having such bad suicidal ideation nonstop because I was trying to adjust to new medication. I was trying to recover from a nervous breakdown, which you don't bounce back from. And it was just such a hard time. And I'm writing another book that's like not about the book, but basically like things I didn't the last 5 years, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm writing it myself this time, and you know, I think that I don't know, I just felt like I was betraying myself in some ways the last 5 years. I've like I there was a few year period where like I betrayed myself, and I'm never doing that again.
Yeah. Do you feel like, I mean, now you have an even bigger platform than before. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah, way bigger.
It's like a lot. It's
Yeah.
a way bigger situation. And is it difficult to like maintain that while trying to keep, because it's a tricky thing. I feel like once you get into that loop of having a really big platform, it's like you almost have to like maintain it, keep it up, or are you just like, whatever, it's here.
Care.
Yeah, you don't care anymore.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not like living for like Instagram followers or anything.
Well, it's all fucking rigged. Nobody wants to hear this from me anymore. I have I am completely shadow banned on
a lot of people are
Instagram.
Yeah.
Like it does not matter. It's such a bunch of bullshit. I had this woman, I went to this like very weird lesbian conference. No, it was terrible. You'll never see me there again. And somebody was asking for my like celebrity contacts to speak, but it was very strange. It was like almost positioned like I'd be interviewing them on stage, which obviously I'm very proficient in doing and have done for 15 years and happy to do it. But then it was sort of explained to me that I wasn't like big enough on social media. No, I know.
Like whatever that means. Like I'm just I don't
and I can't, and I'm at a place where I'm just like I can't be defined by something. I really think people don't realize it could all just go away. What if your account was just fucking deleted?
I hope that Instagram ends.
You know what I mean?
I hope it does. I mean, I hope it. I mean, yeah, it's like, you know, I don't know. It's like polluting our minds. And I'm trying to like limit it. And this weekend I took it off my phone.
You did?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I try to do, I do it like for every like Shabbat. Like I try it for Shabbat. I take Instagram off my phone, but that will only be till Saturday night, right? I didn't put Instagram on my phone till like last night. No, that's not last night. Sorry, Sunday night. And it's just great. Like doing a break on the weekends and just taking Instagram off your phone and just like enjoying the weekend without Instagram is amazing.
I've been working a lot on my house, which is psychotic and a complete fucking full-time job. And so Saturday, I was in the garden from 7 a.m. until 5:30 in the afternoon. It is. It's so cool.
How great did that feel? That must have felt great.
I'm like shoveling rocks, like doing real manual labor. It's like really fucking intense. But I hid my phone. I've been hiding my phone, so I don't even have like text messages. 'Cause sometimes that even is too much.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, to write.
Oh yeah,
you have to put that fucking phone in another room. I'm actually, Bobby Hundreds told me there's like a lockbox, and I'm gonna put it in a lockbox.
I love Bobby Hundreds.
Me too.
I'm so happy I met him through you. He's been really, after I met him with you he's like very kind and has reached out to me. He's
wonderful.
He's a
great person.
Are you like done with fashion?
For now. Yeah.
You and I were talking before we started recording about me keeping all my Juicy Couture and Baby Fat. You know what I have? All of my Married to the Mob. I have it all. And I have the sickest collection of Mob. Like real sick. Except I still want those Reeboks with the lips or like the colette.
Oh, I know.
That's so fucking annoying. Does anyone have a size 7? If you have a size 7, please give them to me or I'll buy them from you. Or you're just done.
Yeah, like for now I'm done. Like I'm just focusing on other things, you know. And I mean I'm the Mob website is still up, and like that stuff that I'm selling might be the last stuff that I ever make with Mob or not. Maybe I'll start it back up, but I need a break. I'm not thinking about like clothing or t-shirt designs. I mean, look, my daughter's like, just make new stuff and I'm just like, I'm not interested. I'm writing. You know what I mean? I'm really writing. I'm working on a scripted series. I'm writing my book. Like I've been in a very like
different spot.
Do you
talked about this with Hunter Abrams, who's an incredible fashion photographer and just a love. We talked about how underwhelming, or I'm actually not going to put words in their mouth. My viewpoint was I was incredibly underwhelmed by the last couple of fashion weeks. I'm underwhelmed by fashion pretty generally.
Yeah.
Are you too?
I mean, it's just like not like I love fashion. You know, I love fashion and fashion, but fashion week um is just something that makes me feel like shit.
Why?
Except I don't know, because it's just like very like
You're like best friends with Kelly Cutrone, which,
Yeah,
by the
so,
way,
okay.
I'm sitting here being like, oh, I didn't text Kelly. We have to try to see Kelly
my
before I
God.
leave.
Wait, let's
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
Okay.
So this past fashion week, I think I also like had like a cold, so I was like, oh, this is great. Like I have like an excuse to, like really not go to anything, but I did go to one thing.
The
and it
Anna
was
Delvey.
Kelly Cutrone show with Anna Delvey for an amazing designer who now, of course, I'm forgetting her name, who makes amazing suits, but and the clothing was incredible, and it was a wonderful experience because it was Kelly putting it
Yeah, it's like
together.
your very close friend.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
exactly.
different. That's like the fun stuff. I feel like now I just either throw the event myself,
Right.
which
Yeah.
means I'm just working and have a job,
Yeah.
or I have to go to friends' events. But I mean, streetwear, like you go up and down Fairfax, which I don't. I used to live right there, as you know, and I moved.
I haven't been over there in a while.
I just,
I
is
feel
it
very
like,
far.
yeah, is it Dunzo? Like, do you feel like it's just,
I feel just so far removed from it because it's been so, look, it was a part of my life. That was like an amazing part of my life. And I had so much fun. I really did, even though it was also stressful at the time. But now that I look back, I'm like, oh my God, I had so much fun. Like the women that worked for me that I'm still friends with, you know? I mean, like it was just having Married to the Mob and doing Married to the Mob is like I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for it.
It was great because it felt real. Like I mean, my bitch relax sweatshirt, which I love so deeply, I like can't even wear it anymore because I'm like, if I fuck this up, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
So
or my
sweet.
thuggin' sweatshirts, or
I
like my
know.
bathing suit. Like I have just your bitchisms are so great. Like men are the new women. Do you still feel men are the new women, or have we moved on?
Yeah, I feel like that was like a prophetic, like I didn't,
It
and
really was.
and I didn't come up with that. Actually, Tabitha's mom said that when we were waiting in line to get into, I think, the Heatherette. This is how long ago this was. The Heatherette fashion show.
Stop.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
like
God.
So Mary Magdalene was not a prostitute. You know, there was so many good bitchisms. I'm just like not in that zone right now. You know, like, and maybe I'll go back into that zone, but it's like I am in a different like space. But Married to the Mob, was, and it was just one of the best things that ever happened to me.
It was really, it just was fun, being a city kid and like shopping at Huff and shopping at True SF. Oh my God, Mike Brown. Did you ever have any of your stuff in True SF? Do you remember?
Of
oh
course.
my God.
That was one of my first stores.
Yeah, I thought
was True.
Yeah, True.
And Huff and Information in
Oh
Hawaii.
my God, yes.
Yeah, like no, it was like I still have like a notebook of like, how many shirts and this and that. It's like what I didn't go to college. I didn't like, I was like a delinquent. Like it's incredible that I even had that opportunity to do that. And I got to learn so much and like create a life for myself. And like what? Like I'm like the luckiest girl in the world that I did that. And that
I mean, I don't know if you're lucky, but you also
I put a lot
of work into it.
It's like, look, also like timing,
yeah,
fate, hard work, there's so many things. But like financially, like it's not like I like caked off with the brand ever.
I think the problem, and especially with young people,
I didn't care.
Yeah, you didn't give a shit.
I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, you had a collab with Colette.
Yeah,
like you had incredible collabs. Like it doesn't really
it didn't matter. It didn't,
you know what I mean?
And also, there's not going to ever, like, brands now don't need to have a story. Brands don't need to have a personality. Brands don't need to have substance. They just need to have money to pay for Facebook ads and like Instagram ads.
It's so dark.
Yeah, and that's the truth, right? So it doesn't even matter. So it's not that interesting to me anymore because I could easily raise money. Like I could come up with a brand, raise money, and do a photo shoot that looks great and like aesthetic and whatever, and fucking like do Instagram ads and Facebook ads and like make millions of dollars. That's boring. That's fucking boring. I want to do something way more difficult. I want to do something that takes way more creativity.
Yeah.
And right now, that's not what, that's not it.
Yeah, you're right. God, Facebook ads. That's true. What a dark. I'm like,
right?
Yeah, no. And I feel like Gucci specifically, like, almost became streetwear, like luxury.
Right.
It's like a straight, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's sort of like, I don't know, and Chanel and like these brands that were so different. I just recently watched The Supermodels on Apple TV. Did you watch that yet?
I haven't watched it.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, I need to watch
it. Because it was so our time. And like
what we were like looking up to and like, yeah.
But their bodies, it's so fucked up. Like my dysmorphia, because I look at their bodies, I'm like, oh yeah, they're like athletic now. Like Cindy Crawford, I'm like, she's not that small. Like, what the fuck
compared to like what
now? Compared to now. But
to me, they had like the perfect, what I think of as a perfect body for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but they were toned. They were toned. They had muscular arms, right? They had like, but they were very thin.
I mean, I don't know how, because if you watch this documentary, sorry, spoiler alert, like these girls,
they were just drinking champagne and smoking cigarettes. That's it. And doing coke.
Yeah. Like literally the whole time.
And maybe they were doing some sit-ups in the morning. When you're very thin, it's easy to look muscular. Because if you're very thin,
fair enough,
and you're like not eating a lot of calories, you can literally, and depending on your genetics, you can go to the gym twice a week and you'll look like you're working out every day.
I mean, also they were so young. Christy Turlington moved here at Kier's age.
Wow.
Like living down here.
She still does.
In an apartment. Like with Naomi, like whatever.
There was people like, I'm sorry, people aren't even that aren't as hot as that.
No one's as hot. No one's as cool.
What happened to people? Is it because people are getting too much plastic surgery? Or?
Well, but here's the thing. I want plastic surgery.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But where are the girls that look like that? Like, where are they?
Well, the aesthetic is so different now.
Yeah.
And I think the Kardashians I mean, I know you talked to Diana, your friend, on your show, and you guys talked about it a little bit. Like, they have really, it's so interesting. Like, they created a lot of
what, like American.
Because like even little Kim,
they look like the Kardashians don't like. They look like they have too much plastic surgery, though.
They do.
Like,
they do look like they've had too much plastic surgery.
Much.
It's just too much. I really want to get, I told you this, I really want to get my eyelids done. Like, were they
the
like.
Best thing I ever did.
Was that, I was going to ask you, is it the best?
Changer.
Because you need less Botox.
Once
and you feel
in a
awake.
while, you mean you just want the eyelids, though, not the eyebrow.
Yeah, like the eyelids.
Your eyelids, yeah. But that has nothing to do with Botox.
No, I know, but don't you feel like more awake? That's what everybody said. I mean, that's what I don't
feel more awake, but I look more awake. Yeah, but now I want my under eyes done. But sometimes I don't like how it looks. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, I can tell that it like looks like. Sometimes it's like, oh, maybe I look a little. Once in a while, I'm like, do I look older because I got that done?
The eyes.
But the only thing is that right. But the only thing is like I never had hooded eyelids. Like I never had hooded eyelids. It was just that gravity was like, you know what I mean? So if you're someone who's had hooded eyelids your whole life, you're going to look way different. I just looked like going back to how I used to look because my eyelids started drooping because I'm just like getting older and my face is falling, or whatever. But I love plastic surgery. I do also want to make sure that I don't look like a fucking bot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
fair enough.
Like, really,
but you haven't gotten anything done. I
haven't gotten anything done in a few years now.
Because you went like, boom. You like,
I was like, boom, boom,
boom, boom. You took advantage. You did like nose, the boobs,
the eyes.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, you need help. You're addicted. I'm like, no, I'm just knocking it all out like right now.
I feel like I have to have a kid first and then figure all that shit out.
Yeah, don't do anything.
Do you know what I mean?
Have your baby.
The last and final thing we need to discuss, because I'm conflicted about it, and I feel like you're the perfect person for me to discuss this with.
Oh
It's
my
not
God.
crazy.
What is it?
No, I purchased, I think we did talk about this when you were in LA last. I purchased very expensive Madonna tickets for my cousin's 40th birthday. I was going to fly to San Francisco because, fun tip for everyone, try not to see concerts in Los Angeles because all they do is give comps out. Like, it's so expensive and it's so hard to get tickets.
But I would think that all the gays in San Francisco buy up the Madonna tickets so quickly.
Well, I guess not, because I did. And they were sick tickets. Like, I was like, I'm going to spend. I looked at tickets in LA, San Francisco, and I was like, I'm going to spend what I would have gotten a shitty ticket. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm going to spend coin.
Right.
Like, I've never seen her ever.
Oh, really? Oh, I've only seen her once. But yeah, but like, this is like for we have to go. Yeah, I'm
okay,
seeing
but
her
what am
January
I?
22nd.
She has canceled it, not reschedule 3 times. So what am I supposed to do now?
Well, just wait.
No. My money has been refunded.
What?
3 times.
Dude, no, now you need to go get tickets to go see her somewhere else. Are you
right. So should I
me?
just go fly? That's what I'm saying. Like, do I go fly somewhere hella random now? Because I don't know what to do.
You have to see where the tickets are available.
Now I'm pissed because it's so late, but like,
go to Europe.
She just played in London.
Okay, so go.
And brought Julia Fox on stage.
No way. Oh, wait, I saw that Julia was in London.
They brought her up on stage.
How did I not see that on my Instagram?
Because you're doing the right thing and you're not online all the time.
That's right.
Also,
wait, so what did Julia do on stage?
They did like a striptease with her and Bob the drag queen, which I love.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I know, it's really amazing. I finally met her, by the way.
Julia?
Yeah.
Where?
At a Pride, at the Netflix Pride party.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, hi, I'm Leah McSweeney's really good friend. And she's like, oh my God, I love Leah. She's great. And I was like,
I got her. She had sent me her book. I started reading some of it. It's really good.
I mean, I'm sure it's fucking wild.
Wild.
Like,
yeah, I just like opened it and like started reading a couple pages and I was like, oh shit, yeah, I got to start at the beginning.
Her body before what it looks like now, which is fine. I'm not here to like comment bad or good or whatever. Rachel, my wife, was so in love with Julia Stiles when she was like before all
Julia Fox.
Or sorry, Julia Fox.
I'm like,
whoa,
Julia
not Julia Stiles.
Like, okay.
Whoa, sorry. Julia Fox, before kind of like Uncut Gems and all, like Rachel knew who she was. That version of what she looked like,
she was really bootylicious,
is what I would like to look like.
You can do that.
Like Uncut Gems.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, it's just so much work. I have no patience anymore.
Wait till you have the baby.
Yeah. And then
do your thing.
Because I have the booty. I don't need to worry about that. I don't need an injection in the booty. I just need everything else to sort of figure itself out.
I would love a little skinny BBL.
Really?
My butt is like, whatever, it's fine.
What does Diana say? Diana Days.
Diana will fully support any kind of plastic surgery.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. So wait, so you think I should just go? You think I should try again for Madonna?
Of course.
Okay.
It's Madonna.
Yeah. She looks, you know what? I just saw something on TikTok. She looks better. Some stuff settled.
That's what someone else told me recently.
I think it needed to settle.
For me, it's like, I don't even give a fuck about like what she looks like. I'm like, let her do whatever she wants. Everyone shut the fuck up. She's Madonna. And also she's like a performance artist. Like she could be like overdoing things so people talk. Her, like, yeah, that's fair. She stayed in the news. She stayed in the fucking news every single day because of like her videos, her plastic surgery, her boyfriends, her, she's good. She's the queen. She's stayed relevant for how long? We're still talking about fucking Madonna.
Yeah, I still sorely regret not flying out here. I can't remember why, but I couldn't for some reason. For you at a party and like all of my friends went, minus me. And Lourdes was there, and
it was like, the RHONY season 13 premiere party.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to like off myself.
Yeah,
Rachel was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, unwell, like literally sitting in West Hollywood, looking at this, being like, "I am not okay."
Yeah, that was the only good part about season 13 was that
party,
was that premiere party.
I was like,
it made it worth it. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's a real bummer. But you're like friends with her.
Yeah, we're friendly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's so cool. I mean,
she is.
It can't be an easy thing to be Madonna's daughter. I mean, must be so cool, but also it's like to have a mother with like to have a mom who's like that much of an icon. How do you carve your own lane? And Lourdes is like very talented in her own right.
Very talented and very like very, very cool.
And like, you know, not like I'm really good friends with her, but she seems very grounded and she seems like very, she's like a cool, down to earth chick.
Yeah. Feels like very New York, even though
she's very New York.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Very New York.
What's the like most buck wild New York thing you've ever done? Minus getting arrested.
Wow. I hooked up with a cab driver, a yellow taxi driver.
And there you have it, folks.
He went down on me in front of my friend in the cab.
Yes! I was not I mean, I should have expected that. Was he hot?
Yeah.
Tight. Well, Leah McSweeney, you did not disappoint.
Yes. Okay. I've never even said that. I kind of forgot that it happened, but that was pretty wild. Emily was there, my friend Emily.
Yeah.
Do you know Emily?
I think I've met Emily.
Oh my God, Emily. She lives in Portugal now. Yeah. We were wild.
So was I. I mean, trust me, I was there.
But you were doing it in
San Francisco.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think if I have. No, I had a friend that hooked up with a cab driver. No, Uber driver, maybe. So too soon. Yeah, New York City, LA cab. There's nothing that
hot young Arab guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so into this.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like, I like went down into the subway, and I'd be like, oh, that's
I don't
crazy.
know how I even was he in the back seat? Did I go to the front because they have the big thing? I don't know. Like I was, definitely pretty drunk, but I remember it happening. It happened.
Well,
I mean, I hope he was hot. I mean,
I'm sure he was hot.
Yeah, he was.
I'm
just gonna say he was.
I mean, let's just say he was. Though I stand by this. I find that the ugliest guys I ever hooked up with were the best in bed.
Interesting.
For the most part. Not all, but
yeah, they're like working hard to like.
They're working hard. They're working hard for And the most attractive guy that I have ever hooked up with, his brother is married to Anna de Armas.
Oh, okay.
And they are very handsome guys. The worst lay I've ever had in my life. Just jackhammered me. It was wild and painful, but I kept doing it because I'm like, you're so incredibly attractive. But
right, you're like, I like looking at you so much.
Yeah, that was it. All right, Leah McSweeney.
I love you, Liz.
I love
Culley.
you.
Thank you for having me on Cool.
Yeah, anytime. Well, and I did one of your first. You're the only reason why I've ever been in Page 6.
For what was it for?
Scissoring.
Ah.